Did you know that 92% of people fail to achieve their New Year's resolutions? What if you could be among the successful 8% by mastering one thing called self-discipline? In this video, I will share my golden trio of rules that will 100% change how you look at self-discipline and how you approach it. They might be a surprise for you because they are not standard things that you'll find when searching on Google, but I can absolutely guarantee that if you nail these rules, you will tremendously minimize the pain of developing self-discipline, and it will change your life because you will finally get where you want to be. Stay till the end as I will show you a roadmap of the whole discipline building process for you to set yourself up for success. Hi guys, I'm Anna Lehman, personal performance coach, and in this channel we talk about everything related to personal success. There is super direct correlation between self-discipline and success. My favorite quote about self-discipline is one said by Will Smith. Self-discipline is the key to success. You cannot win the war against the world if you can't win the war against your own mind. This is truly one of my favorite topics. People who know me really well call me Mrs. Discipline, and I can 100% say that whatever I have achieved in life, whatever wealth I built, whatever success I achieved in my career, earning 200K by the time I was 35, being an immigrant in this country, I owe it predominantly to my self-discipline. I have read multiple books on self-discipline, came up with my own framework, and I can't wait to share it with you. Many people struggle with maintaining focus and consistency, leading to unfulfilled potential and frustration. The new year starts, you set yourself a new goal, you sign up to a new gym, and by the time it's Easter, somehow you start to go there less and less. And by the time it's June, you start asking yourself whether you should put your membership on freeze or on hold. And then you look at some people and see that somehow they achieve what they set for themselves, and you start wondering, how come? Let me unpack this for you and help you create that mindset shift that will propel your progress towards developing self-discipline and finally achieving what you want. But before we jump into that, I also have something exciting to share with you. I am in the process of designing my first online course, which will go through a pre-launch stage from 1st of January 2025 on the topic of personal success with actionable exercises, guidance, strategies around personal finance, productivity, relationship, parenting, career. So if you want to get early access at half price, sign up at the link that I created in the first comment to this video, and I can't wait to deliver an outstanding, affordable product for you. So let's have a closer look at the self-discipline. The concept of mastering self-discipline has its roots in ancient philosophies, particularly Stoicism and other classical schools of thought that emphasized virtue, control, and reason. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca saw self-discipline as essential to achieving a balanced, fulfilling life. The idea also draws from Eastern traditions such as Buddhism, which stresses mindfulness and the importance of taming one's desires. In modern psychology, self-discipline is seen as the ability to delay gratification and maintain focus on long-term goals. I listen to meditations by Marcus Aurelius in my car when I drive, and I can tell you that if you want to change your life, if you want to build that higher self, you gotta read, analyze, and listen to this book. It is your instruction manual to get in 1% better every next day. So how can we build that self-discipline with minimum discomfort? Point number 1, rely on the power of your desire. Your self-discipline slips because you do not quite understand why you're doing what you're doing. If it's going to the gym, you do not quite know why you have to go to the gym. You might think you do. Come on, Anna, I go there to be in shape, but in reality, you don't. Because if self-discipline sleeps, and I'm not talking about one day, but for weeks, your reason to be in shape is not strong enough for you. You're skipping on eating healthy because your reason to have a flat stomach is not a big enough motivator for you. You might think it is important, but in reality, it is not deeply connected to your values and who you are as a person. For you to start achieving what you set for yourself, you need to want it. Do you know that feeling when you get really thirsty on a hot day, that you're ready to walk wherever to find that bottle of water? That is the feeling you need to have for whatever thing you want to work on. And the reason I'm saying this is because when you have the desire, it will be your pulling force that will help you to overcome the discomfort along the way. You will not need to exercise your willpower too much. Another way to put it, as Marcus Aurelius said in his book Meditation, is to rely on your purpose, on your why. Self-discipline is about finding compelling reasons to do something rather than committing yourself to see that task or activity through till the very end. You need a real reason why you decide to go to the gym, a real reason why you decide to start saving money, a real reason why you decide to go and apply for a new job. And the answer, just because I have to or because everyone does so, is not enough because it is not your reason. I sometimes can spend 30, 40 minutes, sometimes an hour with a client to get to the bottom of why they want to achieve that or another goal. Because unless they fully understand what is their main reason or what is their purpose, there will be no stickiness in the process. Point number 2, replace goals with standards. Even though I'm a big fan of goals and I work with them daily, I still see quite often that people fail to achieve what they set for themselves and what they frame as a goal. Why? Because deep down, you don't think that you deserve that outcome. You don't have that standard you're holding yourself accountable to. Replacing goals with standards is a powerful mindset shift that encourages consistency over chasing result. While goals are outcomes you strive to achieve, standards are the daily behaviors and expectations you hold yourself to, regardless of the end result. This approach focuses on who you become rather than what you achieve. By setting high standards for your daily actions, success becomes inevitable because the process is mastered. And as painful as it sounds, until you tell yourself, I deserve more. I deserve better health, better job, better financial position, and so on and so forth, and start creating that high standard for yourself, you will not progress further. Creating a new standard of life is a foundation for you. The process of building goals is your next stage. Point number 3, skip only once. Marcus Aurelius says in his book that if you want to build self-discipline, you need to count on yourself. And it means that now, when you are clear on your desire, on your purpose and standards, it is time to develop goals with deadlines and action plan and stick to it day in and day out. You need to take action to do what you need to do, regardless of your mood and physical and mental reluctance. But we are all human beings and we all can get sick or impacted emotionally by some events. So my rule is that even if it happened to be that way, I skipped a day and didn't take an action that I had to, I skip it only once. Skipping once is human. Skipping twice can become a habit. James Clear, the author of the book Atomic Habits, emphasizes this by says I'm gonna get it right this time. James Clear, the author of the book Atomic Habits, says in his book that missing once is an accident. Missing twice is the start of a new habit. The key is to not let that single missed moment spiral into a complete break from your commitment. Whether it is hitting the gym or working on a personal project, skipping once is recoverable, but the second skip might take you further away from your goals. Everything you want in life depends on your ability to get yourself to take the necessary actions to achieve your goals, whether you like it or not. A bad day doesn't have to become a bad week. A bad week doesn't have to become a bad year. This is my golden trio of rules on how to make the process of building self-discipline easier. Now you can intentionally tackle each of those separately and see the progress. You know how I always use 80-20 Pareto principle, where I say that 20% of your efforts needs to give you 80% of the result. So these 3 principles is your 80-20. By focusing on these 3 things, you will achieve 80% success rate in building your self-discipline. Guaranteed. As promised at the start, here is my full roadmap for how to develop outstanding self-discipline end-to-end, some of which we have just covered. Number 1, rely on the power of your desire. We spoke about this. Number 2, elevate your standards. Number 3, develop an intentional action plan with milestones and deadlines to achieve those standards. Number 4, ensure consistency in your action plan. Skip only once. Number 5, track your progress and hold yourself accountable. Number 6, practice self-awareness and self-reflection. Do some journaling. Number 7, build a group of supporters. As mentioned in one of my videos, which you can check out here, if you're trying to eat healthy and all of your household members are not supportive, but the opposite, discouraging you from that, it's going to be pretty hard for you to change that habit. Number 8, celebrate the progress. Always celebrate the progress, milestone achievements, and how you have grown along the way. By developing self-discipline, we can also build confidence and self-trust. When we set goals and achieve them, we begin to trust ourselves more, and our confidence grows as the result of it. We start to believe in our abilities, and we are more likely to take on new challenges and pursue our passions with enthusiasm. This confidence boost can have a ripple effect in all areas of our lives, leading to greater success and bigger happiness. I hope you found this video thought-provoking, and I have a question for you. What is your go-to strategy how to ease your pain along the way of the process of building self-discipline? Let me know in the comments. And if you're ready now to take yourself to a further next level and ready to start working on some of the goals and start building your action plan, check out my video here where I talk about a really helpful exercise called Wheel of Life. It will help you to get some clarity around the process of goal setting. As always, rooting for you, for your success, for your improvement every next day. With care, Anna.